Racing League Rookie of the Year, Danica Patrick. Danica, how are you?
Hi, Danica. I'm so excited to be on the show.
Sure, have a seat.
We're excited to have you here. I love your dress. It's adorable.
Nice.
And you know, I'd have to say that I've been wanting to come on the show for a really long time, and I always thought that if I came on, I'd have to wear some new fabulous shoes for you.
Those are really good, fabulous shoes.
Danica is from a small town in Illinois, Roscoe, Illinois, and of course got involved in go-kart racing as a young girl, right? Mm-hmm. And in fact, you had some hairy times there.
Oh, that was one of my. That was just a normal day.
You were running over your competition
I
here,
did.
right?
You know, this is
Sam Hornish.
This is actually Sam Hornish Jr., who I race against in IndyCars now.
Isn't that funny?
And it comes so full circle. I lived in England for a few years, and anyway, he pushed me off the track at the first corner of the last lap. And so as I came around, I caught him, and as we went around the last corner, he lifted, and I clearly didn't.
Oh boy, oh boy.
It's amazing. So he survived that then.
He did. He did. He's been pretty nice to me since.
Wow.
And they grew up to be competitive racers. Can you believe that? Now, what did the kids say? What did the boys say to you when you were a little girl there you were jumping in the go-kart and taking them on? Did they tease you in those days?
No, not early on. They were actually intimidated, and then they sort of get into their teens and they get big and macho and you know, boy power, not like girl power, and then they start to sort of tease you and say funny jokes.
I'll bet. Sure. You talk about your first Indy experience in the book here. In fact, you led the race for a while there, right?
Yeah, I did. It was not probably what you'd think from a standpoint of what I thought. I was really comfortable, and I thought that's where I should have been all day. And I almost had the pole 2 weeks earlier, and I almost won the race, and I probably walked away a little disappointed, actually.
Yeah, I'll bet. Sure. Well,
Good thing I get to do do-overs.
We have a clip of that particular moment when you are leading the Indy 500. Why don't we take a look at that? You're in the lead, and here you go.
If you're just joining us, Danica Patrick, number 16, leads the 89th running of the Indianapolis 500. 187 men have done it, never a woman until today. Danica Patrick brings it across the yard of bricks one more time. Can she hold on? Can she conserve the fuel with 24 laps to go?
How excited is that? And after the race, your dad came down, gave you a big hug.
You know, normally the veins don't bulge out of my arm, but you can see I worked hard, and there's so much emotion in it, and it's like this culmination of 14 years, because it was 14 years at that point, that I'd been racing, and we'd been trying so hard to get to this point, and I don't know, we didn't even have to say anything.
Absolutely.
And literally we didn't. It's just
what a thrill for him and for you. Now, you drive for the Rahal Letterman team. Bobby Rahal, he's a Hall of Famer, right, in racing. But what does Letterman do?
You tell me. I think you know better than me.
Is he even involved in that?
We want to know what his contribution
Why
is to
did he
you.
do it?
Does he drive any? But does he
Did he consult with you and say, you know, look, I'm thinking about...
No, he didn't even talk to me about it. But I've always wondered about that. Rahal is the genius behind the whole thing. He's a driver. He's experienced. He's been in the races. Not Dave.
He comes to the Indy 500, but not every race.
Does he offer
He's sort of
advice?
famous, so it's like tough for him to get around,
I know.
you know. And he's
very
busy too.
He's very involved, and he loves the sport.
Yeah,
he
he
grew
does.
up in Indianapolis, so it's a
He's very knowledgeable
big
and
deal.
from Indy, yeah, exactly, and a good boss, because, you know, I mean, it's not like he doesn't give us a call and say, hey, why don't you stiffen the rear roll bar and, you know, do this to make the car faster, nor do we try and tell him what jokes to do, so it's probably best off that way.
Maybe you should tell him what jokes to do. Hey, it's a terrific book. It's quite a story, you know. This is the first of, let's hope, many women who go into racing and beat it. Danica, crossing the line in bookstores everywhere. Danica, great to meet you. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks, guys, for
We'll be back in a moment.